black woman. She's black, and she's supposed to be the first black woman. I thought that the black woman could win. Oh, I thought that identity politics were gonna do it. Why did identity politics work? Oh my God, identity politics didn't work.
Color. I was so hopeful that a mixed race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country. And I think that it had nothing to do with policy. I think this was a referendum.
What did she say? What did she go back to the start of it?
Color. I was
as a woman of color. I thought as a woman of color.
so hopeful that a mixed race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country. And I think that it had nothing to do with policy. I think this was a referendum of cultural resentment in this country.
Well, I think it...
I'm going to show y'all this clip, but how many times have I told y'all? These women have been helping us the whole time. They've been shining a huge victory for November. I kept telling y'all, every clip, especially this woman right here, this race baiter, this race hustler, belittling, shaming, insulting. Think she can just have it her way. She been shining the light and pissing everybody off. I'm telling you, The View has pissed off everybody. And then not only that, they're in one of the best ads played on TV from the Trump campaign. Of them asking Kamala, what would have done different than Joe Biden? And what did she say live on The View, on The Spew? Nothing. I wouldn't have done anything different. I'm Joe Biden 2.0. But check this clip out.
As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country. I think that it had nothing to do with policy. I think this was a referendum of cultural resentment in this country. Well,
and here I was thinking that The View would finally wake up and stop pushing propaganda and do some self-reflection. Boy, was I wrong. They're still pushing the race and gender narrative. You do realize the nonsense that you continue to spew helped get Trump elected, right? It wasn't only white people voting for Trump. There's many people who look like me who voted for him. There's many Latinos who voted for him. There's many Asians who voted for him. People from all kinds of backgrounds voted for him. This was about policy for us. Democrats chose a candidate who's been in office as vice president for the last 4 years and helped the current president implement policies that affected our lives in a negative way. Come outside of your bubble. Talk to some real Americans. Why do you think independents showed up for Donald Trump? Democrats have lost their way. They're more worried about dividing Americans by gender, by race, by this, by that, than actually making America better. We don't care what the gender is of the politician. We don't care what the race is of the politician. We care about their policies and how they're going to affect our lives. This isn't rocket science. It's the day of reckoning. The American people are taking their country back from the establishment, back from you elitists that are clueless about what everyday Americans are facing. Wake up.
Also, right now, Sunny Hostin is trending around the world for saying uneducated white women. And also her co-host didn't like that. Check this clip out.
Well, I want to dig further into the demographics because black women tried to save this country again last night. 92% of black women voted for the vice president. You have Latinas in the 70 percentile voting for the vice president. What we did not have is white women who voted about 52%, right, for Donald Trump. Uneducated white women is my understanding. You have Latino men.
How can you say that? Like, even if it says something on it, how could you say that? Uneducated white women. Uneducated. You know, but again, it's always something with this lady, and it's always something to do with race. It's sickening. This woman is a disgrace, man.
My understanding, you have Latino men actually voting more for him, and you have and black men was not the story. We're not the story here because they voted almost 80% for the vice president.
Right.
So why do you think that uneducated white women voted against their reproductive health freedoms, and why do you think Latino men voted in favor of someone that's going to deport, says he's going to deport the majority of his community.
White women like being called uneducated white women. I think the economy matters, national security matters. But when you put people in these boxes, I think that's a takeaway from this race.
We have.
Yeah, so yeah, you see her. Look at what's her name. Yeah, she didn't like that. She didn't like it. Just shut the whole show down. Just get rid of this whole show.
Economy matters, national security matters. But when you put people in these boxes, I think that's a takeaway from this race.
We have to.
They're all just having a complete meltdown. Trump's the 47th president, ladies. Hey, ladies. Trump's the 47th president. Trump's the 47th. Go and get your bag. Come on in, Patriots. My brothers and sisters, y'all know I couldn't wait. Oh, I'm out of breath. Y'all hit that like button now. It's finna get real. I just got to keep it real with you. You know I got to keep it real. Hopefully they not in their feelings. I'm pretty sure they might block this video. Yeah, they might just block the video because this is a complete meltdown. But all I got to tell, and I don't know who watches these women in 2024. And I advise you, you might want to go and turn the TV off now. You know, you might want to go and click to another channel. You know, go and start pressing up on that thing. Go and start hitting it up like that, because it's over with. With these women, all the just disgusting, pathetic, sick, evil, twisted thing that they spew out on this show. I don't know how it's still on. It's still on air. I just don't know how it's on air. Should have been canceled a long time ago. And the sad thing about these women, about the view, the spew, they used to love Donald J. Trump. They used to say, "Oh, Donald, can I stroke your hair, Donald? Donald, give me a kiss on the cheek, Donald. Donald, it's so good to see you, Donald. Donald, especially Joy and Whoopi. Oh, Donald, we love you, Donald. So nice to be with you, Donald." You know, but boy, I couldn't wait to get into this meltdown with y'all, man. I couldn't wait. Oh, y'all know all year I've been telling you. What did I predict? I say the view, the spew is shining a light on a huge victory for us in November. I said it 6-7 months ago. Said it about a year ago. I told y'all. Hope y'all listening to me now. I'm just saying. I said if you know, they're be ready. The things that they say, every take will come out these women's mouth is gonna make you nauseated. You might throw up, so grab your bag. You're not a true patient if you don't keep them bags on you. I keep them bags on me. We don't play. Well, yeah, no, man. Now it's time to get to the steak and potatoes. It's time to get into the gotta get to that steak and potato. Oh, I gotta get to that steak and potato. It's time to get to them steak and potatoes. I just keep trying to tell you. Whoopee. Miss Karen. Her real name's Karen. We know your real name, Karen. Karen, we know your real name. Yeah, buddy. ABC, don't block this video now. I know y'all, they probably gonna block it. If this video make it, that mean they didn't block it, y'all. Yeah.
Red. Yeah.
It was pretty red last night.
I don't know. I'm profoundly disturbed. I think if you look at the New York Times this morning, the headline was "America makes a perilous choice." I think that in 2016, we didn't know what we would get from a Trump administration, but we know now. And we know now that he will have almost unfettered power. And so I worry, not about myself, actually. I don't worry about my station in life. I worry about the working class. I worry about my mother, a retired teacher. I worry about our elderly and their Social Security and their Medicare. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have.
Yeah. I tell y'all, man, Trump derangement syndrome stage 4 on this show. It's bad, man. It's so bad. It is so bad. It's a disgrace, you know. But this is Trump derangement syndrome stage 4.
And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And now I have less civil rights than I had when he told me that. So again, I'm profoundly disturbed that the 14th Amendment.
Yeah, we're going. We're picking cotton. We're out in the field, Sonny. These women make me sick, man. This lady makes me sick, man. I'll tell you. The race card, this race baiting, race hustling. I mean, this woman is a disgrace, man. And I just don't get how anybody can sit up and watch these women. I just don't get it. Something is not there for me. How do you sit up and watch these women? I just don't.
Of the Constitution did not prevent someone who participated in an insurrection from becoming president of the United States. I think that going forward, the convicted felon box on employment applications better be taken off, because if you can be the president of the United States, then you should not be prevented from employment in this country. Because I remember applying for my jobs as a federal prosecutor, and there was a box for convicted felons. And so that box better be taken off. And I think our healthcare system is now at risk. I think
y'all messed up. Thank Big Fanny and all of them corruptors down there in Fulton County. Thank Big Fanny, and she was with Mr. Apple Pie Nathan Wade. They were out on a trip. Out on a trip. They were out on a trip. He had that mushroom tip out. They had booty cheeks out and tequila bottles and Ciroc and whiskey and extra drinks we don't know the names of. Yeah. Tax, they put them dollars inside that mattress. Them patrons is coming to get that mattress. Hands behind your back. But y'all think, we want to thank y'all. Y'all made Trump more popular. I told you what was going to take place if you gave the man a mugshot. What y'all went out and did? Gave him a mugshot. You rated him up. You know, impeached. I mean, you tried to take his life, and he gets back up, blood dripping, and tells everybody to fight, and then had the flag in the back and just centered nice and perfectly. That beautiful American flag. And bam, they clicked that picture. That picture was taken, and that's history. That's it. It don't matter who go out there and vote. After all this was done, what did y'all expect from a candidate that can't answer a question, and then brings Megan the Stallion out there? Glorilla, Quavo, rappers out there twerking, performing nasty ghetto songs. You bring that to a presidential rally. Meanwhile, Trump has, look what Trump has. Elon Musk, RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, JD Vance, Vivek Ramaswamy, Brian, I mean, the whole but y'all bringing Beyonce, Glorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, she out there twerking them cheeks. Cardi B, Cardi B. Women that just sleep with everybody. And their songs, just you see what their songs promote and what their songs talk about. You brought that to a presidential rally. What did y'all expect? And then your vice president, stolen valor. He lied. He didn't lie on this and that. Now he want tampons and on here and here. What did y'all expect? And then all we knew your campaign for, or what we knew you on, is sadly abortion. You ran this whole thing on abortion. Couldn't answer a question on the economy, on the border. Abortion. That's it. So yeah, the American people spoke. We the people spoke. We spoke loud and proud. Sonny.
No fluoride for anyone.
Yeah, economists have made clear that he's going to increase the debt by $7.75 trillion. I'm worried about mass deportation and internment camps. And I'm also worried about Elon Musk warning Americans to prepare for temporary hardship. I'm surprised at the result, but I'm not surprised. As a woman of color, I was so hopeful that a mixed race woman married to a Jewish guy could be elected president of this country. And I think that it had nothing to do with policy. I think this was a referendum of cultural resentment in this country.
Well, I think it, I think it has to do with a lot of things, that being one of them. I'm obviously very disappointed. I'm very sad. I was at the Kamala Harris headquarters yesterday in Washington, and it was a very sad scene. The mood turned immediately, and I tell you, there's a
shout out to them beautiful patriots, my brothers and sisters. They said we not going for it. No, she at the airport telling people, make sure you vote. Because your grandma told you to. Y'all seen that airport clip? What made you vote, sir? Because my grandma made me vote. So y'all hear that? Make sure you vote because your grandma tell y'all to vote. Do it for your grandma.
Quote I get a lot of inspiration from, and it's a quote that I read when I was reading about John F. Kennedy. And it says, whether I am on the winning or the losing side is not the point with me. It is being on the side where my sympathies lie that matters. And that to me brought me a consolation and inspiration this morning, because I have no regrets.
Yep.
I worked hard as hell to elect the first Black Asian woman president. History slipped through our fingers again. I worked hard as hell for Donald Trump not to be president. But today, unlike Donald Trump and his followers, I acknowledge that he won. I hope for the best for our country. And I make a commitment to our LGBTQ, to our immigrants, to our elderly, to our young girls, to the women, that we will not stop fighting. We can be sad today. Today we can be sad. Tomorrow